You bet your ass it's good.
What's up, guys? Lance. You bet your ass it's good. Avec Tous Spicy. While you guys watch this little slow-mo of Christy mixing up some taco meat, it looks like it's going to be hamburger, which we've been eating a lot of because we like to eat grass-fed beef. But we're running out of options with just burgers and just ground meat. So today we're making taco seasoned burger patties. They're going to be delicious. Stick around. All right, so it's mixing's done, and what we're going to start doing here next is shaping out the patties. I'll tell you more about this smasher and these little patty wax parchment papers in just a minute. But the seasoning in there is Avec Tous, pink Himalayan salt, fresh ground coriander, and cumin. It's basically kind of us turning this into kind of what to us tastes a lot like taco seasoning. You eat this with it's used the same spice in taco meat, and it's ridiculously good. And by the way, it is probably what will morph into our taco blend Avec Tous, which should be coming in the next year or so. So real quick, that is a patty smasher. We got it on Amazon, and those are called patty wax. Those are available at the restaurant supply store. They're available at like kind of paper goods places that sell restaurant stuff, and you can probably find them on Amazon. I'll probably need to find you guys some links and send them over to you. So that's what we're doing here, shaping these into patties. We love doing it like this with that scooper, little portion scoop that's there. We know exactly how much is in there. It's about 1/3 of a pound in each burger. So I know that if I eat 3 of them, I get about 1 pound of grass-fed beef. Christy usually eats 2 of them, and the boys usually eat 1. Enjoy this slow-mo, and here we go. I think Max is going to come in at this point and kind of help out. Oh, I almost forgot, there's also some dry oregano in that seasoning mix. I also want to tell you guys one of the neat things about this patty smasher. If you see the little knobs sort of on the top of the lid, this thing is totally adjustable. You can make a really big fat burger or a really thin like smash burger style burger. Makes it really flexible. I usually do little thin ones because we like the thin ones. They cook up really quickly and they stay really juicy and tender. And you get a nice good sear on a hot fire or in a hot skillet, which you're going to see next.
You see this? So you got to use the side of the bowl to smush it in there, okay? Some mussels. Don't do that. Don't press the handle. That's gonna make it come out. Yeah, just like that. There you go. Yep. Yep. Scoop this in the middle. That's good. You got enough meat in there.
All right. While we watch this last little patty get smushed, you're about to be putting this thing on the fire. So while you're smashing these patties out, while you're shaping your patties, you want your fire kind of on low medium, where your pan kind of starts getting a little smoke. Especially if you're using cast iron or carbon steel like we are here. And you're going to want to put a little bit of oil in there. You want to have that fire on so that your skillet is ready to roll whenever you're ready to drop them in there.
No way.
All right, so of course Christy's fussing at me for video. So here you go. This is my lunch break, by the way. I'll film this while Christy was knocking this out for lunch. So that's how hot your skillet should be just before you drop in your patties. So that's butter. We started it with a little bit of oil. In this case, I believe it was avocado oil. And then let the butter just start to brown. And then you start dropping these patties in there. And that brown butter, what that does, it helps you get a lot of good color on your burgers without overcooking them and drying them out. Check those things out. So good and smells so ridiculous. All right, so one of the things you're gonna notice, these are all pretty uniform. Every now and again we end up with a small one that's usually the end of the bowl. That's that little small one there. That whole rule about only flipping things once, it's not hard and fast, but in this case, we like to let these things go about 3/4 of the way through on the first side. We eyeball them. When they're ready, we flip them so that we really don't have to be making a lot of mess and flipping and flopping back and forth. And with these thin burgers, you let it go 3/4 of the way through. Once you flip it, it's only going to need to go a couple more minutes on that last side. And then you'll be able to pull it out and let them start resting and getting delicious. You're going to want to let them rest a few minutes. You don't want to cut right into them, just like any other meat. If you cut right into it, you're going to lose a lot of that good juice. All right, so another little trick, we're gonna go ahead and melt off some cheddar on these. And notice we're using stock and we're putting the lid on it. You could use water and then put the lid on it, and that steam will help you melt. But if you use some stock, it adds flavor rather than taking flavor away. So that's why we did a little bit of stock with the cheese, pop the lid back on, melt that cheddar off on there, and they're gonna look and taste so ridiculous. The fun thing about these is they're kind of taco burgers with cheddar. So now you can do sour cream on them, you can do pico de gallo on them, you can do fresh cilantro on them. You can literally add anything you would normally add to like a taco or a fajita, and they taste amazing. These were awesome, by the way. I had these for lunch and can't wait to have them again. All right, guys, that's it. Y'all have an awesome day, awesome night. Thank you so much for watching. We're hitting these with a little cilantro because it was lunch. We were ready to eat. You really could put anything you would normally put on tacos or fajitas. Man, there is really no limit to what you can do on these things. They were amazing. Hope y'all give them a try. Love you guys.